Alright guys, hi, how you doing? Using a sniper rifle on firing range, and we're gonna see what's going on. So first things first is you want to come over to this area and take a look out over here, because usually you'll see at least one guy hanging out on that side, and so it's always good to just take a quick look and then go on your way. You never know, you might get a good quick shot and take one down. Now I also ran straight up and ahead because I saw him spawning over here, and I wanted to see if I can catch a couple spawns, but I didn't get anybody right here. So I decided to go around the corner. Maybe I'll get lucky. And yep, there you go. So this gameplay was taken last night. I wanted to kind of go over a little bit of sniping, because a lot of people are like, you know, the snipers are never accessible in this game, and I want to prove a little bit more that they kind of are. You just need to take it a little bit more patiently, and you need to be a little bit more cautious and kind of go at it at a different angle. And it's interesting to see a little bit of a different angle. So I push really hard here, because normally I would sit back and just kind of take a look out and wait for them to cross the corner. But you know, I really don't like camping, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because everyone's got to camp in this game. And truthfully, all my buddies, typically they all camp, and you know, that's just the only way to win. You know, if you want to win, a W is a W, and camping is totally allowed. You may not like it, but it is. This guy's an idiot. He shouldn't have stood there. Owned him. Anyways, so typically you have to, and so you kind of want to do that a little bit. I mean, you kind of want to patrol one area in a map whenever you're doing this. Typically, I would use the PSG-1 on smaller maps and use this one on a bigger, larger map, because I have more time with this rifle. Gives me more time to kind of reload and you know, focus on what's going on in the map, and you know how it is. So this is what pushing gets me, is I should have noticed that guy in the back room, but I was so busy with the one dude that I didn't even go after him. So now I know I always check the spot, because typically people are over here, and I know that guy's back there now. I try to go for a wall bang, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to come around the corner and hit him. He's got a pretty good aim with that little corner right there. So I didn't get him all the way. I did get a hit on him, a hit marker, but I didn't get him all the way. My buddy did, but whatever. By the way, that's Jamaican Bacon. If anyone wants to check out his channel, he's got a bunch of YouTube little clips up where you can check out some really cool stuff he did, like some interesting stuff. So check that out. That was an awesome shot, and I to this day, that's like one of my favorite shots. This is also something you need to do, which I don't have yet, is you need to pull out a handgun on your secondary. And a lot of people are like, why would you do a handgun on your secondary? Listen to me. This is why you would. I personally have gotten 5 kill streaks with a freaking handgun. So handguns are useful. They may not be useful to everybody, but they are useful, and I think you should definitely have a handgun on. The reason I don't is because I don't have Ghost Pro here. I have just regular Ghost, and personally, I want to get Ghost Pro, and the only way to do that is you have to shoot down helicopters and stuff. But I realized playing last night that my buddies, they kill so many people, they kill them so fast and everything, that nobody ever gets a helicopter up. The most I've ever seen is maybe a napalm or something like that, but I don't see very many spy planes or helicopters up. So also, whenever you're using a sniper, you always want to be aware of your surroundings, like this. I see someone die over here, so I go and patrol this area to see if I can get maybe 1 or 2, because I see that someone spawns over here. So I, you know, go and see if I can get him, and he has a short range weapon, which is why I never would have won that battle, but you know, I got Ghost Pro'd anyways. So but now I know that they're probably going to head that way, because they didn't take C, so obviously my guys were watching C and kept an eye on it. So he heads out that way for some reason. I think he's just going to try to go around maybe and catch him off guard, but it wasn't a very good idea. So yeah, you always want to, and this is Dom, I think. No, yes. And so you always want to keep active the flag. And they were like, oh, you know, they're not going to think we're coming this way. Yes, we do. That guy shouldn't have been sitting there. Dead. I got a couple cool little quick scopes in here, which, by the way, is not a good idea. Quick scopes are typically luck, mostly, in this game, so you kind of have to just gauge it out, see what's going on, and if you are at the right place and you have your reticle is the right place, then you definitely can do a quick scope. Well, I have a couple, like 2 or 3 fails for the quick scope in here, and this is where also Ghost Pro is going to kill you. Switching weapons is awesome to do, especially when you have a snipe, because you have a secondary weapon, but obviously I failed there, so I didn't do it again. There are some rights and wrongs that I'm still working on, but I've been sniping since the beginning of this game, since I first started playing it, and I'm getting pretty dang good at it. My suggestion to anyone who wants to start sniping and start trying something different and probably more fun for you is to definitely hit uh, training camp or whatever, training combat mode, because even, you know what I do is I set I set team deathmatch, and I put 1 versus, like, I think it's 6 or 9 or something like that, and I put it on a place like this where it's like really accessible to snipe, or a long range map, and I put them on recruit. Now the reason I do that is because I want some easy shots. And now I know you're saying, well, that's kind of gotta be boring, da da da. Well, the reason I want easy shots is because I want to work on getting my sniping down to the point where I hit them in the head every time. And so what I'll do is I'll sit in the main tower and I'll watch them run by, and I also want to work on that too, because people run a lot in this game, and you want to be able to hit them with your snipe even when they're running. Like this guy, he kept moving the entire time because he knew if he stopped moving, I would fuck him up. And so, people run a lot, and so you have to keep an eye on that, and the way to practice that is combat training. And even when it's on the lowest difficulty, you can still get some benefit out of it, because the computer doesn't stop running typically unless they see you. They'll stop. But you should always know where to aim, and how to lead people and all that stuff, and that's going to teach you just right there. You don't need it to be hard, you just need to practice. And so what I do is I'll set it to the highest amount of points with unlimited time, and I'll just sit there like for a couple, like at least an hour or so, and just snipe. And it's not more so fun. I mean, it is cool because you can get quite a few like doubles and triples and stuff if you really work at it. But the computer doesn't go everywhere that a human would, which would be far easier to kill, but I mean far harder to kill. But what it does do is it does teach you how to snipe, and it does get you to the point where you can go online and just massively do well, a lot better than some people. Now, what do I like about this gun as far as this compared to the PSG-1? I'm gonna have to leave that one for another video, but definitely check out my next one, and I'll probably do one with the PSG-1, and you can see how well I do with that, because that gun's really good. It really is. It's a lot of fun to use, and it's really good to use, and they just unnerfed it a little bit more in the new update, and so I'm gonna have to check that out, because what I like. I'll tell you what I like about it later, but this video is coming to a close. If anyone got any questions, please hit me up on my channel. Also, shout out to Jamaican Bacon and Band-Aid and all the guys I play with. Thank you for Thank you for playing with me, and let me know if you want me to do another video. Please check this out, man. Sub to me if you can. I'm gonna be putting up a lot more videos about different stuff. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you later.